You're positive that based on the strength of the challenge your lawyers are putting forward on your behalf, that the C.C.J. will rule favorably.
Yes, sir.
And if that is the case, then you would have been the first and the only person to have successfully challenged a decision of the high courts that could affect everybody else in the Caribbean, because that's what the C.C.J. stands for, every country within the Caribbean. How does that make you feel? How would you feel if you, Greg August, went all the way from the magistrate's court when you were initially arraigned on this charge, all the way to the C.C.J. to be cleared of the charges completely and set a standard now for all the other countries that fall under the C.C.J.? How would that make you feel?
I feel happy, real happy too, because every other court I feel like one failure. From the magistrate go right up, just literally watch me in my face and push me right to the lowest thing could push me. In the media, everything just feed that I guilty.
Convicted murderer Gregory August, condemned to life in prison in November 2013 for the brutal slaying of an elderly neighbor in the 8 Mile community, is fighting for his freedom in the appellate jurisdiction of the C.C.J. This morning, Senior Counsel Eamon Courtenay and attorney Ileana Swift appeared on behalf of the 29-year-old inmate who is appealing both his conviction as well as his sentence.
Justice is not a rubber stamp. You need to take each individual's case and consider it based on the facts that are available, based on the circumstances. It can't be that every single situation is the same and therefore you all will be imprisoned for life.
The case of Gregory August is a first for the Caribbean Court of Justice, where his sentence of life in prison without the possibility of parole is being challenged. Arguments in that matter were laid out before the bench earlier today. Those points hinge on the fact that the prison term is cruel and unjust.
I think there also needs to be some consideration that an individual needs to go through to some type of reform, some type of rehabilitation. It's not that we now lock people up and we throw away the keys. There has to be some continuous consideration that this is a human being that we're dealing with, and we need to consider what's appropriate, considering the crime, considering the individual, considering the circumstances, and based on all those considerations, then you can impose justice.
Also joining the case as an interested party is Alvin Gab. He too is serving life for a murder that was committed in July 2007. While we were not able to speak with Gab for this story, for August, today is a moment of great presage based on his past experience with the C.C.J. bench.
The first time gone in at the C.C.J. the 20th of April 2015 when I come to Belize, I feel justice in another courtroom that they're different than the Belize jurisdiction judges. They see some kind of error due to the evidence when they got me that prison pan.
This is your final
fight.
This is the last, this is as high as it gets for you, Greg August. So everything is riding on this.
I know.
Are you confident that there will be a favorable outcome for you?
I'm confident that my Almighty God will lead my attorneys then into victory.
In court today, Courtenay asked a few pertinent questions to open up the legal argument for his client.
Did Mr. August get a fair trial? Was his defense presented to the jury in the summing up in such a way that the jury was able to understand, 1, the conflict, 2, the inconsistencies, 3, the case that the prosecution is presenting, balanced against the case that the defense is presenting, and to direct them, it's a matter for you with respect to believing the evidence. He has given a statement from the dock. It's not been tested by cross-examination. You put what weight you wish to put on it, but you must consider it. The court will see from the evidence, 1, that on the morning following the incident, Witty and Itza say that they see, Witty and Tech, say that they see the blood on the front of the shoes. That very day, the scenes of crime technician says it's on the inside where he sees one spot of blood. Secondly, we say that the shoes, tennis shoes, were taken to the crime scene. They were taken out of the vehicle at the crime scene, taken to the Pimento house, which is where the incident actually occurred. It is our respectful submission, Your Honors, that that is where it is most likely that the shoe and the T-shirt were compromised.
Reporting for News 5, I am Isani Cayetano.